So, I watched Mo Award um, this morning. I got home from work early this morning and I watched it. So, it's like actually around 9:30 right now. So, I have the whole day to kind of think about it. Episode 5 and 6. 5, there's not much. Like, Malik shows up. Malik, whatever, however you actually pronounce it. I always pronounce it Malik because Malik was like a wolf and but Malik is also, I guess you could pronounce it, he's the first Inquisitor or something like that, he said. I can't remember. He's supposed to be like, he's walking by himself right now, which is weird. But seeing him again was pretty cool. In episode 5, he showed up. It was just kind of just, he's here hunting them. The two Jedi, Dasa and, what was his name? I can't remember the master's name. They were trying to escape him. It was just an episode. There was a little cool lightsaber fight and made the thing and went away from stormtroopers. That was fun. But that's about it for episode 5. Mainly just set up for episode 6 and catch up for episode 4. Not really filler, but enough that's like, not enough happened, but not enough didn't happen to talk about much. But episode 6. Woo! Yeah. I don't think I've ever had chills during an episode of Star Wars for a while. I would probably say the Clone, the Rebels had a lot of that, and like a lot of like, ooh, this is great type moments. Clone Wars had it, and Rogue One. Mainly Rogue One, because if you know anything about the Death of the Source material from, it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I know what's going on. But Maul, woo, God, that episode was probably one of my favorite episodes of this season. I would give episode 5 like 7 out of 10. It's fine. Episode 6, 9 out of 10. But they're basically still running from Malik, and I don't know why the police officer guy is so important to the story, but okay, it's literally named after Maul. Show me Darth Maul some. But the police officer guy and the Jedi Master got separated from the two kids. That, what was it? Not Derek. Dasa, and I can't remember the kid's name. I have hard time remembering names. I'm sorry, but they're running around. They got separated. One was fighting stormtroopers and stuff, and one was basically one group was Dasa and the kids were basically fighting Malik, trying to escape him the entire time. Which makes me think there's only one Inquisitor on this entire planet right now. And I'm thinking Darth Vader shows up eventually, but who knows? I think there's 2 more episodes left. I think they said there was 8 and we're on 6. So, what's that? But when the kids got on a train and Malik were fighting, it was like pretty good fight. That was one of those that's like, this is Star Wars. Like there's a space battle with them trying to, not really a space battle, but a battle between fighter jets in the sky type deal. They get to this area to go underground, and they end up on a train, the two kids, and Malik is following them, and he's Malik, whatever you want to say. He's on the train, and Dasa, she gets in a fight with him, and as he's about to lose, Darth Maul shows up, and it's just one of those. It's like so cool to see two bladed lightsabers crashing. It's just always great. I kind of wish he would have, when he showed up, was like, "Oh, what fun!" That would have just made this episode even better. Just be like, "Oh, what fun!" That would have been so good. If you know from Rebels, you know type deal. But he shows up, and Dasa and Maul take on Malik, and it's probably Darth Maul has some of the best lightsaber fights, man. I'm having a hard time thinking of a bad Darth Maul lightsaber fight. Well, Jesse. But they fight against Malik, who held his own against a Jedi and Darth Maul. So, yeah, Malik is pretty powerful because Darth Maul put Jedi to shame when he fought them, and he's also fought Sith and stuff. So for this guy to go head to head with Darth Maul, and Malik go head to head with Darth Maul, and another Jedi who seems capable by herself, like they seemed like they had pretty good synergy between Darth Maul and Dasa, kind of like a master and apprentice type deal. Masters and apprentices get in each other's heads. So that they were doing good, and Malik was still not struggling. The only reason they got away from him was because of the fact that they cut the cars loose. It's yeah. It's I'm looking forward to the next episode. And he talks to Malik goes back to the Star Destroyer and contacts someone. They showed the back of the head. You can't tell if it's a helmet or a cloth cape or something. You can't really tell. They make it ooh, who is this? I hear a lot of people say it's Darth Vader. A lot of people say it's Darth Sidious, and I'm like, maybe it's the other Inquisitor, the one that Ahsoka fights. But I think this is probably the best episode of the season so far. And so far, this season series, I think they're only going to do one. It's Disney Plus. They usually tend to stay with one season, and that's it, basically. I think we're going to get 2 more episodes, maybe 4 more. But how things are running, how they're moving along, I think there's only going to be 2 more episodes. I think I heard that there's going to be 8. But I don't know, some people are saying 10. Either way, I don't have any complaints with this season. I am looking forward to next week's episode. And overall, I will give both episodes overall a 8.5. Because episode 5 was a 7, episode 6 was a 9. So overall, 8.5 for these 2 episodes. I think that's fair. I enjoyed them, and I think Star Wars is doing good right now. Like, I'm not disappointed with this, and they're introducing new characters, which I understand you need to do. But I kind of wish more Darth Maul. But when you get Darth Maul, you're like, yes, this is great. So, it's always good hearing Sen Whitmore with his voice. He's one. It's like I've been a fan of him since Being Human. So, if you know Being Human in some of the Star Wars games, but if you know Being Human, you know there's a lot of good actors in that. So I enjoy. But yeah, Sen Whitmore, great voice actor, great. I'm happy he's part of Star Wars. I'd love to see him be Star Killer in a movie. I think that would be amazing if we get a Star Killer Sen Whitmore movie. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't want it to be The Force Unleashed. I want it to be like really Star Killer. But yeah. Sen Whitmore, if I had Sen Whitmore's voice, I would be so happy. But yes. I'm not disappointed with this episode. I'm happy. And I think next it would be Daredevil review, which is tomorrow. Then Invincible on Wednesday. Or was it Thursday? Wednesday. So. And then I have like a week break, I think. And then Spider-Man Noir starts up and Punisher starts up. Whew. But yeah, there's a lot of, like, us comic book fans and sci-fi fans are having the time of our lives right now. So far, it's like, there's nothing bad right now. So, I can't complain about Star Wars. I can't complain about Daredevil Born Again. I can't complain about Invincible. The worst thing about Invincible is like they made Tech Zacket go. Ooh, big deal. They've changed several things already. I don't really care. So, how's that? But next Wednesday, I guess, is the last episode of an Invincible. And I think we have 2 weeks left of Daredevil. I think tomorrow's and next week, I think. So, who knows what's going on with Daredevil? My biggest complaint with Daredevil is Rose Jessica Jones. You advertised her, you gave us everything, and I was like, Room was done this season and she's not here. But yeah, I can't complain about Star Wars. I'm happy. It seems like a lot of people are happy. Even though I haven't actually watched any of the reviews of people doing it today. Normally they have it out and it's like, what was it? Star Wars Philly is the only one that has anything out of like, and he was like, yeah, this is pretty good. See, like episode 5 is basically the same stuff that I said, but he's like, yeah, this is good. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy that we got something good in Star Wars again. Like, yeah. If this is what we're going for with Dave Filoni being the head director of Star Wars, good. Keep it up, Dave. You're doing a good job. This is great. We got some storyline. I got some great characters. Now, if you could just erase episodes 7, 8, and 9, I think we'll be good. And the Acolyte. Just get those out of the way. I think we will have a great series again. 7, 8, 9, the Acolyte, and maybe redo Solo. Like, Solo's not a bad series, it's just not great. And they were okay. They had a good start with 7, but they dropped the ball so hard that it just ruined everything. And Acolyte, I maybe should watch that again. I don't know. I stopped at episode 1. I watched episode 1 and stopped. The power of one, the power of many. Yeah, that killed it for me. So, here I am. I enjoyed episode 6 and 5 of Maul. I hope we get more like this. If this is things to come and the Mandalorian movie is coming out, I am actually looking forward to it now. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about any like preview screenings like with Doomsday has preview screenings. And people seem to be happy with Doomsday. They're releasing Endgame again with new parts. So I might have to watch that again and do a little review about how Endgame ends, because I like Endgame, not a big fan of it. Like, I think Thunderbolts is better than Endgame. Okay? So, but if they'll add a new stuff to it, I'm interested. I'm like, let's go. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to. We're just having a good time, man. Us comic book fans. This is the best time for comic book fans. Maybe not anyone else in the world, but comic book fans and sci-fi fans are just having so much right now. And I can't complain about much of it. I want to see Supergirl. I'm sorry to everyone who's like, it looks like the comic book. I can't complain. I want to see Spider-Man. I want to see Doomsday. I want to see. We got news for Godzilla. -1. Like, I don't think there's a fandom that doesn't have anything good right now. I can't think of anything that's like. Is there a fandom that nothing's coming out for? Like, we got Pokemon going around. We got. I don't know. I don't think I've had this much like good stuff of just like stuff I'm interested in since like 2016. So I don't think that was like as good as this year. So who knows? I know a lot of people like this. A lot of stuff comes out next year too. So we got stuff everywhere. But I hope everyone has a great day. See you guys later. And yeah, that train fight, man. Woo! Chills. That was great. Keep it up, Dave. Sam, you're amazing. And I hope everyone else has a wonderful day. Bye.